If you don't care about trans kids' lives, it means you don't care about frickin' kids' lives.
Wow.
This is what the once great comedy show SNL has become. This is where it's been reduced to. Perhaps the writing team, like governments all over the world, has also been penetrated by Klaus, which would explain why they're participating in the social engineering project to degender the people of the world, thereby nullifying their natural programming, making them more confused, disoriented, and easier to manipulate and control. So this is Saturday Night Live, and wasn't it a long way down? I don't know which is worse, her excuse for comedy, the content of her statements, his bobble-headed nodding to those statements which he probably doesn't agree with anyway, or the audience cheering and clapping like mindless seals. It's hard to grasp that we're living in a time when people who advocate for and facilitate the literal mutilation of children consider themselves to be morally superior to those who don't, and view themselves as soldiers fighting for a noble social cause, thereby allowing them to feel oh so good about themselves as they signal their virtue. I'm like Martin Luther King, now praise me! Indoctrinating children with scientifically flawed gender ideology, grooming them, sexualizing them, manipulating them, interfering with their natural biological development and cutting pieces of their body off is not healthcare, it is sadism. Maybe the self-identified comedian could ask Chloe Cole or any of the other detransitioners whether the healthcare that they received helped them. Did it help them? Or was it more financially beneficial to centres like the Vanderbilt Medical Center? These surgeries make a lot of money. Female-to-male chest reconstruction could bring in $40,000. A patient just got a routine hormone treatment. Only seeing a few times a year could bring in several $1,000s. Remember 10, 15 years ago, when socially conservative people warned, they're coming after our children, and they were laughed at and dismissed as paranoid loons? Remember? What happened? Thankfully, much like the aftermath of the Bud Light partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, or the Nike partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, the public has responded amicably. The SNL tweet of this so-called comedy piece was ratioed into oblivion, providing further confirmation that pandering to 0.01% of the population, a very small but very vocal and attention-seeking minority at the expense of the masses is not a good idea. As someone once said, everything woke turns to shh.